Welcome to Diaries. I'm Michelle and this is Tia. And on our channel, we share stories on how to build wealth through real estate. Be sure to subscribe, and on a weekly basis, you'll get real stories from real investors working on real deals.
And today we'll be discussing a topic that is unfortunately all too common in real estate: foreclosures. We'll be sharing our 5 things to know about foreclosures to help you navigate this complex and honestly often emotional process. Foreclosures occur when a homeowner fails to make a mortgage payment and the lender actually takes legal action to repossess the property back.
So that leads us to tip number 1. Understand the foreclosure process. The foreclosure process can vary depending on your state and the lender, but generally it begins when the homeowner misses a mortgage payment. The lender will send a notice to default and begin the foreclosure process. It's important to understand the timeline and the requirements of the foreclosure process in your state.
Yeah.
So be sure to do your research so you don't miss key important deadlines.
Absolutely. And so number 2 is options for avoiding foreclosures, which a lot of people may not know about. So if you're struggling to make a mortgage payment, there may be some options to avoid the actual foreclosure. You could try to refinance your mortgage, you could potentially negotiate a repayment plan with your lender, or you could sell your home through a short sale.
Right. And tip number 3, understand the process of buying foreclosed properties. If you're interested in buying a foreclosed property, there are a few things to keep in mind. So foreclosed properties are typically sold at a discount, which that's great, but they may also require significant repairs or renovations. You should also research the property's title and any liens or encumbrances before making an offer as well. Now, one way to invest in foreclosures is to purchase them cash at the auction.
Yes.
So these auctions are typically held at the county or state government, and properties are sold to the highest bidder. However, it's important to know that at these auctions, properties are usually sold as is. So meaning that there may be significant repairs and liens that still need to be addressed. So be sure you kind of understand what you're getting into.
Absolutely.
And another way to invest in foreclosures is to purchase them just directly from the bank or the lender. Now, these are properties that were not purchased at the auction, so they have gone through the full foreclosure process. You can typically get a loan or mortgage to acquire these assets at this stage, so you don't have to pay cash. So that's a good thing depending on your situation. And they're usually referred to as REOs, real estate owned, and are listed on various websites or through your real estate agent.
Thanks for that, Michelle. So tip number 4 is going to be understanding the risk of buying a foreclosed property. While buying a foreclosed property can be a great investment, it also comes with risk. And so foreclosed properties may have hidden damages, liens, or title issues that can be very expensive to address. So it's important that you do your due diligence and work with a qualified real estate agent or an attorney. So this includes researching the property, the market, and any potential repairs and costs associated with this property. You should also have a solid understanding of the local foreclosure laws and procedures, as they can honestly vary from state to state. Additionally, it's important to have a solid exit strategy in place before investing in a foreclosure. This includes understand how you'll finance it, how you'll manage it, and honestly, how you'll eventually sell it or rent it for a profit. That's like the most important.
Right, exactly. Be sure it pencils out.
Right.
Now, tip number 5 is work with a foreclosure specialist. If you're facing foreclosure or you're interested in buying a foreclosed property, it may be helpful to work with a specialist. Now, these are real estate agents or attorneys who specialize in the foreclosure process in your area and can guide you through the legal and financial complexities of the deal.
So honestly, I have a story for the Diaries. Back in 2007, my family had purchased a home a few years prior to the crash, and basically that property had an adjustable mortgage on it. So when the rates changed, they were like heavily impacted. And unfortunately, they didn't fully understand the impact of ARM and how to really get through that transition, that change. And so as a young adult, like during this time, I was really affected, didn't quite understand what was going on and what was happening. And this ultimately led me into like honestly real estate investing. And I wish that like at the time I had known more and like what I know now, because I would have encouraged them to honestly pursue a real estate professional or attorney to really understand what their options were, because at the time I don't think that they really even knew what to do, right? And so I think, you know, one of the reasons why we created this video is to bring awareness that, yes, like, although these are great investments, there's also, you know, ways for buyers, or for sellers, I should say, to really prevent foreclosures, or, like you said, to help with their credit, you know, by just selling it off early. So if you're going through that, like, be sure to reach out to a professional.
Absolutely, because, you know, knowledge can definitely change the situation around a little bit or make it at least less negative. So that's really great that you shared that.
Yeah, they may still have their house today if I had known what I know now.
Right,
you know?
That's true, right?
Yeah.
And as a thank you for staying towards the end, we have a bonus tip. And the bonus tip is to remember that the foreclosure process can be very difficult and emotional for homeowners. And if you or someone you know is facing foreclosure, there are resources available to help. Nonprofit organizations, government agencies, and community groups may offer counseling, legal assistance, or even financial aid. And on the flip side, if you're an investor looking to purchase a pre-foreclosure directly from a homeowner, you may have more success by showing compassion through this hard time. You could potentially help them save their credit and also help them save additional losses by purchasing their home directly before it goes to auction.
For sure. And thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you can hear more real estate tips and stories.
Yes, and if you're looking to get started in your real estate investment journey, be sure to go to diariesre.com and we'll connect you with a real estate investment advisor in your area. Bye. See you later.